What's be to capital G here? Got a very nice casual duel for you guys to check out. This is not even low tier Yu-Gi-Oh! This is no tier Yu-Gi-Oh! And do not be distracted by this player's name. I saw it and I started giggling like a schoolgirl. Yes, one of the players in here is called Gay Exodia Girl. I'm pretty sure that I just distracted so many people, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys are not even going to recognize this deck at the bottom. I think at least 20% of the people who watch this video are going to be like, what the fuck is this archetype? Cap, is this something new we don't know about? No, this is Fortune Ladies. Quick Yu-Gi-Oh history lesson. Fortune Ladies are from the 5Ds era. They came out, I'm gonna say Stardust Overdrive, Ancient Prophecy, somewhere around that time. I know they're played by one of the characters on the 5Ds anime, and they're a really weird archetype. They're easily one of the most obscure ever because no one even thought about playing them competitively because they're so weird, right? They're the only archetype in history where every single monster has no official stat line. If you look at the monster Fortune Lady Water, she has question mark attack, question mark defense. Every monster in the archetype is like that, and they get stats based on their level, but their level actually changes and it goes up over time. Every single monster is like this. Now, one of the reasons why they kind of failed hard is because they came out in the 5Ds era, but they weren't synchro based, which obviously that kind of held them back. And then they had a lot of monsters that were like level 5 and 6, which was weird. Then they kind of have this secondary thing where they kind of work with banishing. It's just, I don't know, honestly, the entire archetype is a mess. Even their field spell, it's kind of just more annoying than it is good to your opponent. It's very similar to like Black Garden. Now, the one redeeming quality that they do have is the archetype actually has a couple of draw 2 effects right here. Fortune Lady Water, if you special summon her while you control a Fortune Lady on the field, you get to draw 2, and then they have this card right here, which is, it's kind of like, I guess, their destiny draw. It's called Future's Fortune, and you select one of your remove from play Fortune Ladies, and then you return it to the grave, and then you get to draw 2 cards. So it actually does kind of combo with the field spell, but the field spell is more annoying than good. Anytime a monster is normal summoned, that monster gets banished until that controller's next standby phase. So it doesn't get rid of the monster, it just kind of banishes it. So again, it's just kind of annoying. So he summons the Fluffal Octo and it gets banished, but it is actually going to come back. So it's not really like a permanent way to remove the card. Now, this is how you're supposed to basically be able to do damage with the deck. There are 2 ways. Way 1 is you wait for your monsters to get high enough level. Like you noticed, this Fortune Lady Water, she is now level 5, even though she was level 4 when she got normal summoned. Or you can summon your Fortune Lady Light, who is the level 1. She gets banished from the field spell, and then her effect activates where she actually gets to summon a Fortune Lady straight from your deck. Now, you go for the biggest one, Fortune Lady Earth, and she's like 2400 attack when she comes out, so you can do a decent amount of battle damage here. This deck does have a counter trap, but it's so laughably bad. Like it's one of the worst counter traps I've seen in a long time. So he's going to activate Fight for Fusion. This is the counter trap, and oh my god, it is just, I'm face palming right now. You guys can't see it. If you only control Fortune Lady monsters, negate the activation of a spell trap or the normal summon of a monster and remove that card from play. That sounds completely awesome, right? You're like, Cap, how's that bad? Here's the bad part. The remove from play card by this effect is returned to the owner's hand during the fucking end phase. I know. It's like, it was so good until that last line. It's like a completely terrible, unplayable version of Infernity Barrier. So that Fight for Fusion got negated, and unfortunately it just goes back into his hand and he could use it next turn. Now the good thing is he basically does have some momentum. He is going to activate the evac, and he's going to bounce his Fortune Lady Light to his hand. He's doing this so that he can normal summon it, and then when he brings out the Fortune Lady Earth, or excuse me, the Water from his deck to replace the Light, he gets a free Destiny draw effect, which is, it's not that bad. Now, he drew a Fortune Lady Dark, and, you know, she's another high-level monster, and that's really one of the big problems with Fortune Lady as he actually ends up closing the game. Like, if you drew a lot of the big monsters in your hand, it was just so bad. So, this is the one time in Yu-Gi-Oh! History where you actually saw Fortune Ladies get a victory. If anybody out there is a Fortune Lady fan, like, Cap G, I got the best build ever of Fortune Ladies, please send them to me, because, you know, this is like the one time out of like 500 duels where the deck will actually get the victory. This is not to be taken competitively at all. Play this deck at your own risk. Do not play Fortune Ladies. This is just a nice break from meta, guys. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please give the video a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Do not get distracted by this Gay Exodia Girl name. Thank you guys for watching as always, and subscribe if you're not already.